Alrighty guys, happy Saturday. Welcome back to another vlog. Yes, I'm going to work. It's Saturday, March the 1st. And yes, I'm starting this vlog a little bit late. This week has been a little crazy, with it being the last week of the month. And I'm running so late. Everybody's probably already there and they're like, is Jennifer coming in today? Because yeah, it's 10 after 10 and my goal was to get there at 10. But I just finished up filming my cash stuffing video, and those always take me longer than what I think that they're going to take, and pretty much everything takes me longer than what I think it's going to take. One reason I'm late all the time. But anyway, welcome back to a quick little card chat. So Charlie went and got groceries for me while I recorded the rest of that cash stuffing video, which it is kind of half of a vlog because I vlogged yesterday and then just did the cash stuffing today so that he could go get groceries. And he left and went and got the groceries while I did the video, so I do not have a grocery haul to show you. With that being said, I thought that I would just go over what my meal plan is for tomorrow with y'all. So what did I decide I was gonna make? Okay, I'm so mad at myself because I put a new card in this camera because my other card was full and I forgot to erase the old data that was on there. So now I'm gonna have to go through and erase every one except for what I started with this morning. Anyway, as I was saying, for my meals this week, I'm gonna do chicken fajitas with the cauliflower Spanish rice. It is so good. It is pretty much a 0-point meal. And then with that, I will eat my baked Tostitos, and then Charlie's going to make chili, which it is pretty and sunny today. It's like 53 degrees right now, but I do think that it's going to be a little bit cool this week. And since this is the first week of March, I kind of feel like, you know, we're getting out of the chili season, and I wanted him to make a meal, to be honest. So he is going to make a chili, and it's just going to be a simple chili with ground beef and chili beans. I told him to get the 90-10 ground beef. I hope that he got the right one. And yeah, I will just eat that with some saltine crackers. Easy peasy meal this week. This is going to be one of those weeks to where I get home from work late every single night. So I wanted something that was just easy to heat up and eat. One new thing that I'm going to make are these little protein muffins. I'm going to use some of the Kodiak Cakes Power Cake mix and some of my protein powder. It's been a hot minute since I've made like a protein dessert, and I saw one on TikTok, so I think I'm just going to make like some little chocolate chip muffins, and maybe with a sprinkle of cinnamon in there. We'll see. It's not the exact recipe like I saw, but I thought, you know, and she made like little mini muffins, and I do have a little mini muffin pan. I don't know if I'll do the little mini muffins. I honestly don't even know if I've ever used that pan, but anyway, so that is the plan. And of course I will make my egg bites per usual. And I'll tell y'all something else that I want to make, and I don't know if I will try to make it tomorrow or not, because with me having to work today, it really depends on how I feel tomorrow, because y'all, I am so exhausted and my neck is killing me. The past 2 days at work have been stressful. I need to take my migraine shot, and my insurance is not covering the one that I've been taking for the past 5 years anymore. And so the doctor gave me a new one, and I tried 2 shots. Well, it made me like itch, like all over my whole body. So there's one other one that they cover. If I don't like this one, then I'm just going to go back on my Aimovig and just pay for it out of pocket, because I cannot not have my migraine shot. I can tell a huge difference in the way that I feel, the number of headaches that I have. Also, like whenever I get like super stressed at work, just that tension in my neck. This morning, I sat for an hour and used my neck massager on my neck just to loosen up those muscles. They're already starting to tense up again, and I think that it's because I was trying to rush and film that other video, and I knew that I was being pressed for time, and it really doesn't matter. I mean, it's Saturday, but I don't want people to feel like they're waiting on me, and I also don't want to be there all day. One thing that I need to do is still run by Marshall's, and I may do that whenever I get off, because Charlie's going to that funeral. I don't know if I said that in this video or maybe in the other one, but one of Charlie's mother's cousins, which I guess would make his cousin as well, passed away in Lewisburg. And so he is going to go down there and take his mom and his aunt to that funeral. It's this afternoon. That's why he was going to go get the groceries for me and get that taken care of so that I could film that other video and get to work, because he doesn't need to leave until, I don't know, maybe around noon. I think that he needs to be down there at 1 o'clock. He won't be back from that, I'm sure, until later this evening. So I may actually go to Marshall's whenever I get off, because I need to return that Living Proof shampoo and conditioner. I need to run through there, even though I probably just went on a big rant in another vlog, maybe in my cash stuffing video, about how I don't want to spend my time shopping on Saturdays and stuff anymore, that I want to try to do it more during the week and spend more time at home. And that is true, but since I am out and about today and having to go to work, then I feel like I can run by Marshall's and get that done and do my return at Ross. And I may pick up Moe's for lunch. It has been a hot minute since I picked up one of my Moe's burrito bowls for lunch, and it's there in that parking lot. That sounds kind of good. That will be like a late lunch for me. And then I don't know, like if Charlie will eat after the funeral or take his mom out to eat or whatever. And then tonight, sometimes I like to just have, like, if I eat like a super late lunch, because I'm thinking it's going to be like 3 o'clock before I eat lunch, I still haven't eaten my breakfast. I'm taking it with me, so I will eat it once I get to my desk. But one thing that I like to eat whenever I eat like a late lunch like that is an apple and then a Ninja Creamy for my dinner, which I know sounds like bizarre, and I don't eat them together. I will eat the apple and then I will eat the Ninja Creamy separately, like later. So anyway, we'll see if I end up doing that, because I still need to edit the video that needs to go up in the morning. I just started editing it last night and I fell asleep. So yeah, here we are working on a Saturday, and knowing that I don't have the extra time to do anything, but I might carve 1 hour out just to run over there and pick up my lunch and do my returns. I don't want to wait too long to do my returns, because if it's after 30 days, then they won't give you cash back, or, you know, give you your credit back. They will put it on a store gift card. Not that I probably won't turn around and spend that anyway, but I would like to get my cash back, because you know your girl's on her cash journey. But it is a gorgeous day outside, so I'm hoping to get to work, be productive. I feel productive at home this morning. I've gotten up. I got one of my cash stuffing videos recorded. I still have to do like my cash condensing bill swap video. That one will be a separate video. I will film that maybe tomorrow or something. I don't know if I will have time to film it tonight, because I need to do my editing, and I want to take a nap, and I want to go shopping, and I want to pick up food, and I want to like veg on the couch and do nothing and watch TV all at the same time. And sorry if it looks like I don't have any hair. I just have my hair up in a bun. I did finally get my hair done. I did not do any bleach in my hair. I just did some brown, just like she tried to like match it to my natural color, maybe just slightly darker, because my natural color is getting a little bit of gray in it and it's looking a little ashy. So it's like a warm brown, and I think I really like it. We'll see if I stick to the brown. You know, I want to see how long I can go before I get my hair done again. She did do a K18 treatment on me, and then I got some K18 shampoo and conditioner, and I like it. And then I'm trying to put some oil in my hair as well. But this morning, I just did not have time to fool with washing my hair. So we just pulled it up in a bun, and today is do whatever is easiest day and can get the job done. So anyway, I'm fixing to pull into work, and I will chat with you guys maybe later when I get home. If I buy anything at Marshall's, if I go, regardless, I'll give y'all a little update, and then it'll be meal prep Sunday. Alrighty guys, I am back home. I worked until about 1 something, and now it is almost 2:30. I did go over to Marshall's and Ross, even though I did not want to, and I kind of regretted it once I got there because there were so many people out and about, which it was really pretty this morning, but by the time that I left work, now it's kind of overcast and the wind's blowing, so it already feels kind of cold to me out there. But I got the stuff returned that I needed to. I ended up having to get just like a little store credit thing at Ross for $7 and something for that dog collar. And then I returned the shampoo and conditioner back to Marshall's. Well, there was a dog harness that had to go back to Ross and a dog collar back to Marshall's. So I ended up with like a $30-something credit at Marshall's, but I did all my transaction together, so I just let it offset the cost of the stuff that I purchased. So I thought that I would just show y'all real quick what I got. I did pick up some of the Chi Iron Guard. I used the Chi volumizing spray. I've used it forever, and I really needed some more heat protectant, so I thought that I would try this brand. And I don't know if I updated y'all, but I did get some of that K18 shampoo and conditioner, and I really like it. It is expensive. I ordered it on Amazon. I will link it in my Amazon storefront under beauty or something for anybody that's interested in it. But it feels really good on my hair, and I've been trying to wash my hair like every other day. So anyway, and I think what I'm going to do is alternate between that and my Joico, because I still like my Joico and I've never had any issues with it before. So I didn't buy very much stuff. I only ended up spending like $30 out of pocket after my returns. But I did get me some more readers. I thought these were kind of fun. This pair is kind of like a pinky color that kind of reminds me of my other ones. And then there's like a tortoise shell and then just a black. So I have these like stashed everywhere. I need to put like a pair upstairs for whenever I'm doing my cash stuffing, and it's just like everywhere I go, I feel like I need a pair of those. I need like a pair in my car, things like that. I also bought 2 more sets of the Nail Reformation nails, and they look kind of similar, but this is kind of like a, let's see here. Of course, I can't see it maybe if I got some of them glasses out. These look more like a pinky nude to me, but I love this almond shape. I would say that it is my favorite shape. And then these are kind of like an ombre, like a pink to a purple. And I have loved these nails that I put on, which these are Nail Reformation. They still look good. They have been on for over 3 weeks now. I will probably end up taking them off after this weekend maybe. Sometimes I will take them off and kind of let my nails breathe a little bit during the week. Since I am going into my busy week at work, because it is a little bit hard for me to type with these. One thing that I think that I'm going to get is like a flat keyboard, because it's much easier for me to type like on my MacBook, but at work, like the deep keys, then I'm hitting the keys above and everything, and it's hard to type with like the end of my nails, especially whenever you want to be like really, really fast. So I got that, and then I just got one clothing item. I thought about really looking, but I didn't. But I did get one pair of jeans, and these are the Democracy, and I love them. I love the Democracy jeans, and I kind of like these because they kind of have the little fringe on the ends. But yeah, most of my jeans and stuff don't fit. I need to get rid of some of them. I've been trying to give some stuff away at work and to my daughter and stuff like that. So that's all that I bought. The jeans themselves were like $34, and then each of these were 10. These glasses were probably like $10. This was, I think, $12. So all in all, after my return and everything, I paid like a little over $30 out of pocket. So I don't think that was bad. And then instead of going to Moe's, I went to Taco Bell. And I went and just got a Crunchwrap Supreme and a beef Mexi Melt. And I do not eat fast food very often, y'all know that. But I was going to go into Moe's, and here's the reason that I didn't mainly. Because number one, I could have ordered online on the app, but then it would charge it to my credit card. It's not that big of a deal. And then I thought, well, I don't want to have to sit here and wait on it and then go in. I didn't want to have to go in and stand in line and order. And so I left, and I thought, well, maybe I'll get a burger or something somewhere. And then I remembered Taco Bell. And so I swung by there. It was super quick. I was the only person in line. And I'm going to enjoy my Taco Bell. So Anyway, I'm ready to relax a little bit. Shopping was super irritating for some reason. This one lady was behind me in line and she just kept getting so close to me to where she kept touching my purse. And I don't know, everybody just seemed loud and annoying, and I don't know, I was ready to get the heck out of there. I did think about going back into Ross and spending my $7 credit, but I thought, forget it. I'll just keep it in my purse, and then the next time that I feel like going shopping, I will. Oh, so I can say there's something in this bag. It's the lid to the chi. So anyway, I think that's all the updates that I have. This video is probably going to be a little bit shorter than my other ones, but hopefully y'all forgive me. I know that usually I'm like super chatty, and we'll see if I'm more chatty tomorrow. But honestly, Charlie's not here. I love to have alone time. I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to eat my Taco Bell. I'm going to watch some YouTube. I'm going to catch up on all my favorite YouTubers. My favorite YouTubers, I would say, are Roy. I love Roy. I watched his zucchini bread video the other day. I am going to make the zucchini bread because my grandmother used to make zucchini bread, so I was super excited whenever I saw that he had a low-calorie, low-point recipe for that. I have not had zucchini bread, I would say, in over 30 years. My grandmother went through a phase years ago to where she was really into making it, and so not this weekend because I didn't want to fool with it. I already had like those muffins and stuff picked out that I'm going to make. I need to go let the dogs in too. And then who else do I love to watch on YouTube? Oh, I love to watch Julia and Hunter Havens. They're a young couple. They actually live in Nashville. They're fun to watch. I don't know if they'll have a video out tomorrow or not. I love to watch my buddy Salisa. She's my little cash budgeting buddy. She also has done Weight Watchers. She is one of the very first people that I connected with here on YouTube, and I love her. And so I always watch all of her videos. There's a bunch of different people that I enjoy watching. Sorry, the camera's kind of low, so I need to bend over. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to check out and see who's got some new videos out and see what else comes up on my page. I pretty much just watch YouTube mostly, and then I need to edit my own YouTube video, and I want to get a nap and enjoy my Taco Bell. So I will chat with y'all either later or tomorrow for Sunday meal prep. Alrighty guys, it is Sunday. We are here. We are ready to start meal prepping. It is late. It is already afternoon, and I'm just getting started. But today, Charlie did prep one of the meals. If you remember from yesterday when I was going through my grocery list, which is kind of a blur because I had to work and everything, and I don't really remember what I talked about. I'm sure I said everything that I'm fixing to say, but just to recap, we're having chili. Charlie's already made the chili. He's also already done the prep for my other meals, so I need to prep my egg bites, and I also need to make chicken fajitas. And then did you get those Kodiak cakes the other day, Charlie? Yeah. So then I am going to make these like little protein muffin bites. I don't know if I'm going to do the mini muffins or if I'm going to make them into larger muffins, but it's using Kodiak power cake mix, whatever it's called, pancake mix, and a couple of scoops of protein powder, some Greek yogurt. It looked like a super simple recipe. I'm going to put some of my little mini chocolate chips in there, and then that can be like a little treat that we can have to either take to work or have for dessert or whatever this week. So that is the plan for the day. Again, Charlie's already done the chili. He did not record anything, but he just makes a basic chili with 90-10 ground beef and some chili beans and some tomato sauce and stuff like that. So he does make it spicy. He likes to put a little hot sauce in there. Y'all know we like our spicy foods. So that is one of our meals. And the reason I chose chili is because this week it is supposed to be a little bit cooler, and this is the first week of March, and I figured this kind of might be like the last week, you know, going into spring, that we might be able to really enjoy like a good chili. So anyway, I'm going to, you know what, I will go ahead and film making my egg bites today. I know that I don't do it all the time just because I feel like it's pretty repetitive, but it's been a hot minute since I've included that, so I will put that in this video, and I will link the recipe down below. It irritates me a little bit to make those just because I hate cracking like 22, 23 eggs, and so I will kind of get that part done, and then we will start filming. Then I'm gonna go ahead probably, let me think how I want to do this. So I will make the eggs, get those in the oven. go ahead and mix up the little muffin bites so that they will be ready to go into the oven, and then we will make the chicken fajitas. The chicken fajitas and the cauliflower Spanish rice really does not take that long to make. It kind of comes together pretty quick. So I would say like 30 minutes total for that meal. And the egg bites have to bake for 30 minutes. So I'll kind of have a little bit of time to prep those protein muffins and get started at least on the chicken fajitas. And then hopefully it might not take me more than an hour and a half today. It's 12:25. Let's see if we can be done by 2 o'clock today. I will give myself a little challenge and see if I can power through and get this done. Okay, so I have my bowl. I have not started putting my eggs in there yet, but I did want to just go over my ingredients real quick. So I like to make, I guess about 24, I think, so I usually end up making about 30 of these egg bites. We need 28 of them. That way Charlie and I each will get 2 each day. Sometimes I have a few extra. It just kind of depends on if I'm a little heavy-handed with the liquid egg whites and everything and how it all just ends up in the muffin tins. But at a minimum, I usually try to make 28 to 30. And I always like to go ahead and put my bell peppers on to saute. So this is 3 bell peppers Charlie has diced up. I'm just going to put it in a skillet with a little bit of olive oil spray and just kind of let those heat up. I don't season them or anything. I'm going to use, I think I've got 22 eggs, and then we're going to use half a container of egg whites and half a container of some fat-free cottage cheese. If you don't like cottage cheese, then you could use milk or whatever. The reason I use this is just so that I don't have to use milk, and it adds a little bit more protein. I always like to eat protein for breakfast every morning. I'm not somebody that likes to eat carbs for breakfast. I'm not like on any kind of low-carb diet. I love bread and all of that stuff, but for breakfast specifically, I want my protein. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and put the peppers on. Let me bend y'all down so y'all can actually see. Y'all want to know something that I really want to make is cottage cheese bagels. I've been seeing people make those on TikTok, and I do have an extra thing of cottage cheese today. I don't really think that I'm feeling like I want to make them today, but one day we're going to make those. Another thing that I want to make is some zucchini bread, because I saw Roy made it over on his channel, Recipes with Roy, and I love zucchini bread. I might have mentioned that already, but my grandmother used to make that. I have not had zucchini bread in probably over 30 years. But anyway, I'm going to put my peppers in. I'm going to lower you down so you can see a little bit. And peppers are going in. I'm just going to put this on like a medium heat because it takes me a little while to get my eggs together, and we will be back. Alright, so I am back. I have my eggs in here. We have the peppers. They are almost done. Oven is preheated to 350, and I have half of the container of the egg whites. I'm going to go ahead and add that in, and then we're going to add in the rest of the cottage cheese that I have here because I used half of it last week. So there is only half left. I can actually just use my fork. Okay, then we're going to go in with salt, pepper, and garlic powder, seasoned to however much that you like. This is quite a bit of egg, so I'm going to put quite a bit of salt and pepper in there and garlic powder. So there's the salt, and we're going to do pepper, and then garlic powder. And I'm going to give it a little mix, and I think that my peppers are done over here. Yeah, they're soft enough. I'm going to cut those off and mix this up. We'll add in the peppers, and then it'll be ready to put in the muffin pans. So peppers in. I'm going to give it another mix and get it divided into my little silicone muffin pans that I got on Amazon. I love those for the egg bites because they just slide right out. They do not stick. They seem to stick in the metal pans, so even though they're supposed to be non-stick, but they were still sticking. All right, we're moving over to the island so that I have room, but I have 3 of these. Again, these are just the little silicone pans. They're getting a little bit stained up, but they still work perfectly, and I do just spray them with just a little bit of the olive oil spray. It doesn't take much. Okay, those are sprayed. We are just going to divide into 28 to 30 of these. Okay, I have them divided out. I ended up with 29 and a half. So these are going to go in the oven for 30 minutes. Alrighty guys, so we are going to go ahead and mix up these little protein muffin bites. I'm going to use 3 cups of the Kodiak Power Cakes. I'm also going to use 2 scoops of any kind of vanilla protein powder should work. I'm just going to use this Matrix. I've had it for a while and definitely need to use up some of my protein powders. I also have peanut butter, I have chocolate, I have mint Oreo. The mint Oreo I use in my Ninja Creamy all the time, but I need to definitely use up a lot of these protein powders. We're going to use a cup of the non-fat Greek yogurt. You can also use vanilla if you want to. We're going to need 2 eggs, about a cup or a cup and a half of milk. I'm just going to kind of play it by ear on that and see what the consistency is. And then I'm also going to add some little mini chocolate chips. You can do sprinkles or whatever if you want to. I'm not going to put sprinkles in, I don't think. We'll see. But yeah, that's it. We're going to mix it up, and I have a little mini muffin pan. The video on TikTok is they made it in the little mini pan, so I might try that. I feel like I'm going to have a lot left over, so I actually may make some mini ones and some regular ones because I only have one of these pans and I only want to bake one time. So we will see what we end up with. Let me swap my battery out real quick. It's going to die, of course, and then we will get started. All right, we are back. We are ready to get started. So I have 3 cups of the Kodiak Power Cakes measured out here. We're going to go ahead and put that in. I have 1 cup of the non-fat Greek yogurt. I have 2 eggs. We're going to go in with those. 2 scoops of vanilla protein powder. So there's 1. 2. We're going to start with 1 cup of milk. I'm just going to use the fat-free Fairlife milk. I've been loving this lately. And then if we need more, then we will add a little bit more. I'm going to add in a little bit of cinnamon. This is optional, but I think that it will give it a nice little flavor. I'm going to put just a little bit of vanilla in. You don't have to do this, but a little vanilla never hurts. And then let's mix it up and see if it's the right consistency before we add in the chocolate chips. Okay, it's seeming a little thick. We're going to go in with a little bit more milk. Maybe another 1/4 of a cup. I don't want it too runny, but I don't want it too thick either. Okay, so I think that consistency is pretty good. It's not too thick, it's not too thin. So I just used 1 cup and a 1/4 of milk. And then we're going to add in some mini chocolate chips. This is just the Kroger brand. This is what I use in my Ninja Creamy, and I love these little mini chocolate chips. And I'm just going to go ahead and do like 1/2 a cup, or maybe a 1/4 of a cup. We'll see. No. We'll do about that much. It's just a little under 1/2 a cup. It looks good. Smells good too. Okay, perfect. Let me grab my little mini muffin tin. And I am going to use the baker's, the pan baking spray on this just because I'm afraid it will stick. Okay, I can't find my little scoop, so we're just going to use this one and hope for the best. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have a pan of mini ones and probably a whole pan of the regular size muffins as well. This is a lot of batter. Okay, we have these. They're ready to go in the oven. Let me grab my big muffin pan. Okay, I have both of these ready to go in the oven as soon as the egg bites finish. I think I'm going to cook the mini ones for about 10 minutes, and we'll see what these look like at the 10-minute mark. They might have to stay in for 15 minutes. So I got 9 regular size muffins, and then what is that, 24 minis? So pretty good batch of muffin mix there. So we will see how these are. I will probably try one while we are cooking because I'm a little bit hungry, and we've been eating like a super late lunch after I finished meal prepping and just going ahead and eating one of the meals. So we will have a little snack and try those out. Let me do a cleanup, and my egg timer is fixing to go off. And just so you can see, this is what the egg bites look like when they first come out of the oven. They're always nice and puffed up, but then they do deflate as they cool down. All right, we are getting ready to get started on the chicken fajitas. If you have been around here for a while, you know I've made this dish several times. We have 6 bell peppers sliced up here. I'm gonna cook those separately in a pan, even though I will end up mixing it with the chicken. I have, I don't know, 2 or 3 chicken breasts diced up here that Charlie's already diced up for me. We're gonna season that up with salt, pepper, fajita seasoning, and maybe a little bit of ground cumin and chili powder. And then what makes these really good is this Frontera Fajita skillet sauce. It is delicious. Love that. And then I have 2 bags of cauliflower rice, and oh, I forgot to get out my Rotel. I do need 2 cans of Rotel. I'll use 1 can of fire roasted, 1 can of original. I'll get those out here in a moment. First, I always like to take the cauliflower rice straight out of the bag into the pot, and I just season it with a little bit of salt and pepper and put the lid on and kind of let it thaw out. And then once it's thawed out, then I will add in the Rotel and some fajita seasoning and the ground cumin and chili powder. Just a little bit of that. It makes it just a little bit spicier. So let me kind of get everything set up and we will get started. I'm trying to make my 2 o'clock deadline. I don't know if I will or not. It's 1:32 now, so we will see. One thing that I do before I put the cauliflower in is I slam this down on the counter several times to kind of break it up so that it's not in one huge chunk. I think y'all are crooked. So, but I do just take it straight from the freezer to the pan. Which I do need to spray this. I'm going to spray all my pans with the olive oil spray. That one's still kind of in a big chunk. These were really frozen. Okay, so for right now, I'm just going to put a little bit of salt and pepper on the cauliflower and put the lid on, and then we will come back and add in the Rotel and stuff. Okay, lid on that. Then we're going to also go in with our bell peppers. And for the bell peppers, I'm just going to go ahead and season those up with salt and pepper as well. Let me move you over a little closer. So I'm just going to go ahead and season these up with salt and pepper and some of the fajita seasoning. Which this is just the Badia brand of fajita seasoning that I put in this container. Alright, lid's going on that as well. Now we're going to get started on the chicken. So for the chicken, I'm going to go ahead and season it with salt and pepper, which I've done on this side. I'm going to give it a stir. This is actually quite a bit of chicken in here. Everything in this meal pretty much is 0 points on Weight Watchers. The only thing that would maybe add a point would be the Frontera skillet sauce, but I think by the time you divide it out into the 6 servings, it's still going to come out to 0 points. So I like to eat this with my baked Tostitos. It is delicious. I've been making this for years. It's good whether or not you're on Weight Watchers. If you like fajitas. And we love Mexican food. Alright, so we've got this seasoned up pretty well with salt and pepper. We're going to go ahead and go in the skillet. So basically, I'm just going to brown up the chicken, and then we'll come back and we will add in the fajita seasoning, so a little bit of chili powder and cumin, and then kind of at the end I add in the fajita skillet sauce. I'm going to kind of stir and check on the cauliflower. Oh, see, she's getting hot. I need to turn it down. I don't want it to burn, but I need it to completely de-thaw. Yeah, it's getting pretty hot, but we still got a couple of chunks in here. So I'm just going to turn that down for now. And then on the fajitas, on the peppers, they're fine. I'm just going to give them a quick little stir. and turn them down a little bit as well now that the skillet is hot. Okay, I will be back whenever I'm ready to add in the rotel and stuff to the cauliflower. Okay, so the cauliflower rice is completely de-thawed now, and we are going to go ahead and go in with 2 cans of rotel. I like to use 1 can of fire roasted, 1 can of original. You can use mild if you want to, or whatever, it doesn't matter. And we're going to go in with some of the fajita seasoning as well. And then I'm also going to add in some chili powder and some of the cumin. And then basically I'm just going to mix this up and let this cook until all of the liquid dissipates, and then it will look like Spanish rice. And it is delicious, and you really cannot tell the difference between this and regular rice. Of course, if you wanted to make this with regular rice, you could as well. I've just always done the cauliflower rice, and I like it so much, I don't see the reason to waste the points and calories using regular rice. Well, y'all, I think I burnt my muffins. We'll see if they are still edible. Hopefully there's a few that are salvageable out of it. We will probably eat them. It doesn't really matter to us, but they're not that pretty. I put them up to broil to brown the tops and did it for too long. Anyway, moving on. Again, the cauliflower rice, it is ready. It just needs to cook down. The peppers, they are good. We are going to focus on the chicken now and go ahead and season it up. We're going to use quite a bit of the fajita seasoning. Which actually that's all that's in that container. I don't know if I have any more or not. We're going to add a little bit of the ground cumin and the chili powder as well. And we're going to finish cooking the chicken for a little bit. I kind of like it to almost get a little bit crispy. And I like everything really well done, especially my chicken. So anyway, that is it for the moment. We'll be back. My muffins are so brown over there. I'm so disappointed. All right, here are my overdone muffins. These did not turn out that bad, but the little ones, some of these are pretty brown. This one right here was pretty brown. I did eat it. It still tasted good, but I should not have turned away from the broiler. Y'all know it happens almost every time. But overall, I mean, I think that these would be a really good recipe if they're not overcooked. But these actually kind of turned out perfect almost. The bigger ones did. But right here in the center of these little ones, man, they are really brown. But again, for a little protein muffin, not too bad. Okay, so the cauliflower rice still has a little bit to go before it is ready to remove, but it's looking good. Chicken is pretty much done. She's getting nice and crispy like I like. Peppers are doing good too. What I'm going to do is go ahead and add in my skillet sauce, most of it, on the chicken. I'm going to save a little, and then once I combine the peppers and the chicken, I'll add the rest. So I'm just going to let this cook for another minute or two. The chicken is done. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to add it into the skillet with the peppers and move them over here just because it's the larger of the two. So let me do that real quick. Okay, so I'm just going to let this cook for 2 or 3 more minutes. The peppers are cooked, the chicken is cooked. We're going to add the rest of the skillet sauce on top. This meal has never disappointed me. It is very good. You can eat it on tortillas or whatever. I don't. I just eat the fajita mixture straight, and then I use my baked Tostitos, and I like to scoop my cauliflower rice with it. It's so good. So this is almost done. Let's see what time it is. All right, it is 1:57, if you can see that. I don't know if you can or not because of the sun coming through. 1:57, so pretty much did it. Still have to plate this up, but full meal prep in an hour and a half. So give me just a moment. I'm going to get this plated up and show you the finished dish. Alrighty, here are the finished chicken fajitas. These are so good. It is always delicious. I've been making this for years. I think I do have a reel up on my Instagram showing this step by step as well, and I know that in the Facebook group I have this written up as a recipe. If I remember, I will try to link that recipe down below as a PDF, but yeah, it is delicious. And then here's the star of the show today, my little burnt muffins. They didn't turn out that bad, I don't think. I just wish that they were a little bit softer. So anyway, Charlie and I are going to try one real quick before I close this out. Alrighty guys, I got Charlie here. I'm going to make him try one of the little muffins. We're going to see how it is. Cheers.
Pretty good.
Pretty good? Yeah. So I do think that they could be a little bit softer, but here's what the inside of it looks like. They taste good. I probably could have put a little bit more cinnamon in there as well. But overall, it's good. It's not that bad for a little healthy protein snack. So I will try to write that recipe up down below as well if you are interested in making it. Don't leave it under the broiler too long and burn it like I did. Alrighty guys, thank you so much for joining me for another Sunday meal prep and a little bit of a vlog. I know this video is probably a little bit shorter than mine have been the past few Sundays, but it's just because I was so busy this week and I had to work yesterday and all of that stuff. But I love you guys. Thank you so much. Sorry, I pretty much kind of burnt my muffins, but I still would recommend them. I think that they are delicious, and I will see you guys in the next video. Love y'all. Bye.